California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, Wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between our visitors and the Los Angeles Chargers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he wisely will throw that one away. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw here. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Langford up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words,
and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Hawkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Hawkins. Throws right side, and that's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hawkins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to it and will step aside. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on 1st down, Hawkins. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw on 3rd down, Hawkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Flyers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. Last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Langford. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Langford on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Draw play, Langford. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun. Hawkins over the middle. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This complete to Langford. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hawkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. To throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got it down to the 28. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down to the 25. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Hawkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Flyers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good to make it 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Langford again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
The give to Langford up the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. On gain of 2. It brings up 2nd. On 2nd down, Langford. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. It's a gain of 6. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. From the gun, they run with Langford. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Langford. And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Langford. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Option right. And he will get in across the chalk for the Chargers touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets past one man. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action, Hawkins, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Chargers ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there on the drive, starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Hawkins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 38.
They need to block in the ball. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And this one is incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Langford again. Busy man this afternoon. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Langford again, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th-quarter deficit. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. To throw on 3rd down, Hawkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They go screenplay to Langford. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Flyers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.